Hey guys, Zero here with Zero's Hobbies, and I'm actually in Cabbie's corner with Cabbie. We're gonna he's gonna go over his completed now, not work in progress, but completed full Dark Angels Warhammer 40K Dark Angels army. This one doesn't have any Imperial units included like it did in the work in progress video. It is strictly Dark Angels and strictly units from the book and Forge World as well. I'll let Cabbie go into the details about what's in the army and how much its value is and stuff like that. But it's a pretty cool sized army. I think you guys are going to be impressed.
Okay, from the last, all the miniatures that you saw that were primered or weren't even primered are now painted fully. I added, I think, only a few more Terminators, because I know I just had to fill some in. I might have got an extra squad or so, but it was only a few more Terminators. That is up at 75 Terminators. Not including the HQs. That's just the regular troops, guys. And then I think Primaris only had the Hellblaster squad, and that went up by about 40 different Primaris plus HQ.
Yeah. The army, the units he said he would not get because he was done.
I got more of them.
That's the nature of the beast, though.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. Like you don't want to get them because when you see the video again, I have all this stuff, but then it's like, well, they're kind of cool looking, so maybe that's what they were supposed to be from the beginning. So go over some points. The power points end up being about 1,094 for power points. So that's a big number.
That's
right?
No Titans.
There's no Titans, no nothing.
No Knights, no Titans. Just
some
straight
Forge World stuff, and then the rest straight
Dark Angels.
Dark Angels.
Wow.
And then the match points came out to an even 17,670. I've seen 10,000 point armies. I've seen 5,000. I'm like, literally, if I get a couple more units of whatever they got coming out and a couple of the Primaris tanks, it will be 20,000 pretty soon.
I think there's only one person out there I can think of that has an army bigger.
Yeah, like I said, most of them.
Mini Wargaming Dave.
Well,
he's got like 80,000 of Chaos, but that's Mini Wargaming Dave.
Yeah, Mini Wargaming Days, and a lot of times you see them. They're the mix too.
Yeah.
Like this is my Space Marines. Well, you have some. Fists.
Oh yeah, it's Chaos
Marines
is always like these are the Khorne, this is the whatever, and these are the demons, and he's got everything encompassing Chaos. So that's a big. Even if you didn't want it to be big, if you were going to put everything in it, it was going to be a big army anyway. But this being a straight up Space Marine, single chapter, Dark Angels only army, that's pretty damn good. And to get to 20K, that's pretty fucking impressive. And you've been collecting for how long?
No. 17 years. 17 I think we said in the other one. Yeah, 17 years.
Yeah, because there's some pretty old Marines in this army. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to pick them out in this next video, but there's some pretty impressive stuff and some pretty new stuff, some pretty old stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm impressed by this army. So, all right, why don't we head over to the table and we'll go on ahead and show them what we're looking at here, because this is it's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, so we're going to take a quick look at Cabbie's huge Dark Angels army. And as you can see, it doesn't actually fit on my camera screen, so I have to scroll to get a good look at everything. What we're going to do is I'm going to let Cabbie go over kind of some of the stuff that he has here. And we'll actually take a closer look. I'll just give you a quick pan here with this, but we're going to take another closer look at some of these units, but I'll let him go on ahead real quick through the basics of what he's got. So, Cabbie, why don't you just go over your HQ real quick?
The HQ is spread out a little bit, but the main HQ force is right there in front. You have your name characters, Azrael, Belial is over here, Ezekiel and Asmodai are all in there, and then like I said with the last video, this is a Lionel Johnson model, but I just consider him as a Primaris master. You have your chaplains, interrogator chaplains. You have lieutenants.
Okay.
Company Ancient and Company Champion is mixed in there with this another Company Master. Azrael, you got your standard. This model doesn't really count, but it's another Lionel Johnson model. Those are librarians, and that is a Jump Pack Master.
Okay, so you would say your HQs are full, right? You have every option for HQs?
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
so. Except for like Cataphract Arrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, Terminators with Cataphract.
Terminator, Cataphract
Oh,
Arrow,
okay.
whatever else. Those I don't have any.
I mean, that's honestly that's really an optional thing, like 30K
It's-
editions type stuff. But I
yeah.
mean, I get it. Why people use them. I mean, I have some in my army too. All right, now what about let's say your
Well, you
elite,
got the Terminators.
your elites.
Well, these real quick are the Terminator HQ choices.
Oh, okay.
So you got Interrogator Chaplain, you just have a company master, you have a librarian and a Belial.
Gotcha.
And then he's just the company champion. So that
We'll get a closer look at those guys too.
weapon's
Okay, cool.
different. And then if you want to pan over the Primaris, you have a chaplain, a lieutenant, and a master.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Now, what about your elites?
Elites, they're kind of spread out everywhere.
That's okay. You got Terminators, right?
Terminators, yeah, you have Terminators, you have Terminator Knights.
Those knights are hell,
I
man.
forgot what they put in the elites now.
I think dreadnoughts are
Dreadnoughts
elites. Yeah,
are all over here.
the dreads are over there. Okay, how many dreads you got?
I have 4 dreads, 2 venerable dreads, and 2 redemptor dreadnoughts.
Okay. How many knights do you have? The Terminators. You got regular Terminators and knights, right?
Yes.
How many?
Knights is a squad of 10, just one squad of 10 guys.
Okay, and then the rest are all regular Termies, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, now what about your troops? Oh wait, you have veterans too, yeah?
Yes, the veterans are all right here.
Okay.
They're all in the little robes, or the sergeants are veterans too. But
Gotcha.
the way they changed stuff up, you used to, I believe, have 10-man veteran squads, but now you can only have 5. So I just kind of split them up into that, just
Okay.
to kind of make them a little bit. It's not as confusing.
Right.
You have a bunch of these mixed up with the regular guys.
You get them confused, yeah.
So
So you have, do you have any Primaris elites like Reavers or?
yes, I do have 2 squads of 5 Reavers, one with the graph shoots and one with the grappling hooks.
Okay, and do you have any lieutenants like Primaris? Yeah, you have a Dark Angels Primaris lieutenant. I know that because I got you that guy.
Yeah, the
he's in there
lieutenants
somewhere.
Are mixed in. I think those are just the regular intercessor guys.
Yeah, usually on 40 mil bases. Lieutenants are always on 40 mils. So,
Well, I'm not sorry. That's the one lieutenant right there. I only
gotcha.
have one lieutenant.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's right.
Okay.
So.
So that's your elites, and then troops.
Troops, all these 5-man squads.
Okay.
You have 2 10-man squad. That's it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 5-man squad, 2 10-man squad.
And then you've got intercessors. Yeah.
Yeah, and intercessors. So there should be 2 10-man intercessor squad with regular bolt rifles, bolt guns. I don't remember what they call them. And then I believe
Yeah, I
one
think the
5-man with the standard bolt gun, and then one 5-man with the assault bolt.
Okay. So yeah, it's bolt rifle and then assault bolt. Okay. Gotcha. And then fast attack.
Fast attack. I have my 2 bike squads is the way I'm going to split up, and my I believe if I read it correctly, 1 whole land speeder squad.
Okay. Squadron.
Squadron.
Okay. And then you don't have assault guys. You don't have jump troop guys.
Yeah, I got 1 10-man squad of jump troops right there.
Aha. I know because when I saw them the last time I didn't even know you had them, and I saw them the last video we
They were
did.
black, I think.
Yeah, and then I was like, I need assault guys because I forgot how cool they looked. You know what I mean? So I went and got some Space Wolf assault guys.
Which are a mix of actually assault marine
Uh-huh.
models and just standard
Standard
Marines
Marines with backpacks. I did the same
Because I
thing.
think I got 5 from that auction I did years ago, and I was
Right.
like, all right, I want to buy 5 more. I already have a ton of Marines, so let's get some
Yeah.
jump packs for them.
Now, what about your heavy support, which I see a lot of back
Okay,
there?
so why don't we start from,
Left to right, yeah.
well, we'll start in the center because you got 3 5-man Devastator squad, 1 with all rocket launchers, 1 with las cannons, multi-melta, and plasma cannon, and then 1 with 2 heavy bolters and 2 plasma.
Wow.
And then I guess you would count the anti-air, so we're going to go
Oh, yeah.
my left to right. So let's just start, I guess, from the back then, too. You got 2 Land Raider Helioses
Oh, wow.
and 3 Whirlwinds.
Those are Forge World, right?
These are Forge World.
The-
Basically, it's just a regular Land Raider
With the Forge World attachment.
there.
But those are legit Forge World kits, correct?
Yes, those are legit Forge World kits. And then you got either the Hunter or Stalker. I think this one's the Stalker.
Yeah.
And then right here in front, 3 Preds with the auto cannons.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the auto cannon. And then moving on past the fortress, you got 3 Vindicators,
Yep.
1 Land Raider Prometheus,
Okay.
one Land Raider Crusader, excuse me.
And the Prometheus is, again, another Forge World kit attachment.
It's like an HQ type one. Its main thing is to give more
Bonuses,
buffs
yep.
to your guy who already gives buffs. It like
Yes.
extends his buff.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's rough.
And then one like a regular Land Raider.
Okay.
And then the other part of their anti-air, the Hunter Stalker, can't remember the name, which, real quick, it gave you enough parts to build the both guns.
Yeah.
So I actually found a kit that somebody was selling that was the lower hull.
Okay.
So I ended up being able, because I've bought it used, building both of these for the price of one
Actual kit.
one. I mean, they're actual.
They're actual kits. It's just used.
Used, and I found bits that I was able to build both of them.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it came out like that. And then you have 3 Land Raiders with twin link las cannons. This one here, you see with the little antenna, actually that's a Forge World kit, which the las cannons are a little different. The turret is a little different also. And
Okay.
The side sponsors too are a little different.
We're going to get a closer look at that too so we can see what you're talking about. So you got, okay, that's your heavy support. Yeah, you got, man, that's a lot. And then the Razorbacks, that's all Razorbacks up in front there.
Yeah.
That whole row is Razorbacks. Now, I don't know, is a Razorback a heavy support?
No, it's just a transport.
It's a transport, right? So that's such a Jimmy. It's a heavy weapon on fucking wheels, which is cool. I mean, I guess it's cool. Okay, and then we have our flyers. You have 2 flyers.
Yeah.
So
The Fire Raptor.
that one over
which
there.
Did, heavy bolters and the rocket pods, because I believe you could do auto cannons and las cannons, but heavy bolters and rocket pods and that one there.
All right, and then we have another flyer all the way on the other side. Over here is the, where are you? There you are. That is the
Zephon fighter.
this is Space Marine Zephon fighter, right? It's actually a Space Marine fighter, right?
Yes, that's a Space Marine fighter.
Okay.
So
Now, just a quick caveat, guys. That there and that Fire Raptor are both recasts. Okay, so if you have any qualms about it, you know how I feel. You can pause the video or stop the video now if you want, if you're that offended. But if not, the cost of these models from Forge World are so high that it doesn't justify the the variant. You know what I mean? He just to add them to your army, and it's not like he's overbooking, so he doesn't have 3 of each. He just has 1 of each just to have the model, because you like the model, right? I mean, it's a good looking model. It's not
like this one, the Zephon fighter. I reversed the wings because it looked like a fighter from Battlestar Galactica.
It does look like
and
a Viper.
Other people have done it and painted it like it, so I was like, yeah, that looks like that. I remember watching the show years back, the remake, not the original, but it's still like, right? That's in my eyes, that's how it should have been.
Believe it or not, I'm actually old enough to have seen the original. That's how old I am. Timestamp. But okay, so we're gonna and then the last but not least, definitely last but not least, and I'm so happy to see it painted. It's fucking amazing. Is the Fortress of Redemption.
Well,
when did you get that?
When it came out.
When it first came out, yeah. Why?
I liked it. And like I said in my other video, it just screams Dark Angel.
It
I don't
does,
care what they say.
You know what's funny is
this Dark Angel.
when it first came out, that's what it was promoted as.
Yeah.
It was a Dark Angels thing.
Yeah.
Yes, any Space Marine could use it, and now it's just the Fortress of Redemption. Anybody could use it. Any Imperial Force can use that. But come on, I mean, let's be real. Like you can't deny that's
even here. You have the guys in the robes. I mean, the sword.
that screams Dark Angels.
All they need
like
to do
for
is
example,
remove this and put the crack in the sword.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I would, if I were to get one, I would completely have to convert it to make it even look somewhat normal Imperial. You know what I mean? Just because it's got all that motif on there.
Yeah,
like,
I know that he's. Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, or if I wanted a Space Wolf one, I would have to completely.
You'd be SOL.
I'd have to fabricate one of my own.
Yeah.
Because that's just too Dark Angel-y.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to ruin it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't buy that thing for what it costs now to
if you
ruin
want
it.
to do it your own army, maybe just do it in a color that's not really like a stone color or a real earth tone like a brown.
Yeah.
Because then that's not like a major faction that everyone knows of with the Space Marines.
Yeah.
It's just, all right, boom, here, it's there. Yes, it looks like that, but...
Right.
Yeah, if you're not an Imperial straight, like, Imperial Guard, I can't say that one, or Dark Angels, it really doesn't fit, like,
The narrative.
the narrative of any other, like Ultramarines or Imperial Fist.
And definitely we're going to be using that in some campaigns coming up. because I want to do some.
I do also, we did forget some stuff. I do also have the scout squads,
Yes, the elites.
the elites.
Yeah. Because those guys are elites, right?
Yeah,
In
I
your
believe
army,
they are. No, they're troops.
they're troops.
They
Oh,
are
really?
I believe so.
Oh.
Yeah, it was scouts, troops, and the intercessors are troops.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because in Space Wolves, they're elites.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think these guys were painted, and then these guys I know definitely weren't
painted. Yeah, I remember.
And then their transport, which I put over there, is now painted too. I actually magnetized it. You don't really have to, but I did magnetize.
Oh, the land speeder,
metal
yeah,
on
yeah.
them and magnets on two of them, so it could be all right. They're on it, they're off it, that type of thing.
Oh, that's cool. So you can actually put guys on there.
Yeah, I could actually put guys in there.
Oh, look at this guy.
Only two because of the
But
bases.
still, but you can. That's
Yeah.
it's a cool representation that your guys are on there.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. I like that. Nice. All right, so I'm thinking I'll do a quick pan, but actually what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cut here and we're gonna actually get closer and get a really good look at some of these models because they're painted extremely well and he's taken this long, 17 years to get this army.
Because I started collecting probably about 4 or 5 years after.
Yeah, you did take a break.
Well,
You took a break.
I didn't start. Dude, if you want to say I started collecting Space Marines, it's this one guy right here that I always call Agent Smith.
Oh yeah.
I think you gave me that model there.
Yeah, it was because it was like, here, learn how to paint with this.
Paint.
Yeah. I
And
remember.
after I painted them, I'm like, that's just who he's gonna be.
Yeah.
But I to actually start saying I was collecting was 4 years after I started.
Yeah,
Because there was always in the back of my mind I wanted to play them.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually start.
Because you started with Dark Eldar,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah. And you guys, if you haven't seen it, I'll put the link in the video description below to check out his Dark Angel showcase. Again, and the Dark Angel showcase is probably half of what he had originally. Dark Eldar, I apologize. It's half of what he originally owned because there was a point where he just started getting rid of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'll put the link in the description below for you guys. You guys can check out that army showcase as well. And it was his first army. So, you'll see the difference in quality of paint. Not that it's bad, but you'll see the difference in level of skill in painting that he did from the Dark Eldar to the Dark Angels, and his current level of painting. But all right, we're gonna take a quick break and get closer so you guys can take a really good look at what some of these units look like, nice and painted and stuff like that. All right, guys, here we are. I'm gonna give you guys a closer look at some of these models that Cabbie put together and painted. We're going to start here with the HQ. Cabbie, why don't you go ahead and give them a quick...
All right, this is the older Asmodai.
Right.
This one right here. This is the newer Asmodai.
Here, use this pointer. That way they can see it.
And then you have an Interrogator Chaplain, the Dark Angels Interrogator Chaplain right there.
Right. That guy there.
Yeah. And then behind them is this regular lieutenants.
Okay. Okay.
You got Azrael.
The guy with the banner?
This guy with the banner, and
Okay.
that's just a regular, like I said, company champion.
Okay.
And then the Librarian, I don't believe that was Dark Angel. I think that was just one of those box sets Librarians.
Okay.
Yeah, the only one is Ezekiel, is right there.
Okay.
That is the older model. I don't
And
think they've come out with a new one.
That's your HQ. That's actually a Reaper model, right? Reaper
Yeah, that's a Reaper
miniatures.
model. I what I did is I just put one of the Dark Angel gun packs on it.
Right.
And then I used a rocket launcher with some extra bits to make a rocket pack.
I thought that was a jetpack. It's actually a rocket launcher?
The rocket launcher, I think with like a multi-melta
Yeah.
on it, just to kind of give it a look of it.
Okay. And we have some other HQs right on the other side of the board.
Well, yeah, and also you have the Upper Champion that I'm like, that's totally Dark Angels.
Yeah.
And then that's a Kill Team guy, right?
That guy in the back there?
Yeah, that guy in back there.
Oh, that's actually not a kill team. That's Death Watch.
Death Watch guy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
All right. Cool. All right. And then over here we have this
Samuel on Corvette.
That's the only Space Marine jet bike.
Yes. That looks like a Battlefleet Gothic ship.
It does look like a Battlefleet. It looks totally like a Battlefleet, but all their shit looks like that. And there's another model you have that was originally him, correct? That's this one
That's
here.
that one there.
That one there. But you can also use that as a regular land speeder,
Yeah,
correct?
well, yeah, it's a special, yeah. It doesn't have to have him in it. So.
Okay. But that's... What's his name again?
Samael.
Okay. And then we'll go over here, right?
Well, right here with the Terminator.
Oh, yeah, the Terminators. Okay. So what are we looking at here?
You just look at the company champion, interrogator, because they don't actually have regular chaplains.
Right.
In Terminator Original.
Okay.
Master, a librarian that I converted.
I'm blue. You can always tell librarians.
And then that's Belial.
Belial. Now he does, right? He's this Forge World guy, but he does some shit, right? Like he
Yeah, he's
makes
got
it so
special
that.
roles. No, I think it's a GW model now.
Is
They
it?
actually show him in the book.
Okay, but he does like it where he makes Terminators regular troops, right, or
Well, they
something
used
like
to.
that.
I don't
They
know
used to?
what the special rules for him.
I'm sure he's got like regular buffs now, like +1 this,
Yeah,
+1
because
that.
that was back in the day. Because
Okay.
now, like with Apocalypse, it doesn't matter as long as it's a infantry model. You can
Right. Yeah. Okay.
take the
True.
objective.
All right. So now over here we have HQs.
Yeah, you got the chaplain or interrogator chaplain.
I like this model a lot. That's such a cool model. And then the next
Company
guy.
master,
Okay.
and then one lieutenant.
One lieutenant. Huh? Oh, that's the Dark Angels lieutenant, right?
Yeah,
that's
the one you picked up from
Okay.
me,
Okay. And that's it for your HQs?
yeah.
Any of your dreadnoughts count as HQs? No, right?
no.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Here we are. We're going to take a look at some of his elite options for this army. Rob, what am I looking at here?
All right, what you're looking at there is a 3-man, a 3-bike squad with a attack bike. So these are what I would call Gen 2 bikes.
Okay.
So that's when they revamped them.
Okay. Oh, is this the one with the Dark Angels bits on them?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But it's the second version of that.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit more
so-
dynamic, as you can see with them.
the wings, yeah.
Yeah, and they actually gave you the ability to put like the plasma rifle in the hand. Not like, yeah, I can have a plasma rifle, but they're holding on their handlebars and
Right.
don't give you arms to do that.
Now, is this is the one that actually came sideways, or did you make?
Yeah, that's how they
That's
had
the
plasma.
came sideways, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. That's the Dark Vengeance set.
Yeah.
That these were
Yeah,
released
because the
in.
bases are also all the way and they're rounded at the end.
Yes.
Whereas
Okay. Originally
first
they
time
were squared.
Yeah, the first time they did it, they were squared. They
Yep.
didn't come all the way, but they did come with like the robes and the little angel motifs.
Yeah. So now these guys, this is another squad,
That
correct?
would be another squad. Yeah, second squad.
Okay.
Just 6 bikes. So
All right. Are you planning on getting any more?
no,
No. Bikes are good. You're good on bikes.
I'm good on bikes.
They can't climb ladders, so a lot of people don't get them anymore. Okay. Now here we have a huge unit of Terminators.
So yeah, from here, this one right there, these are all just normal Terminators.
Okay,
And
so-
each squad has their little Watcher of the Dark, which is really neat because it's like a psychic wound that they can throw away.
Right. If anybody knows 40K lore, doesn't know, Watchers of the Dark are.
Oh, basically the little alien Xenos things that they keep on the rock or what is left of Caliban.
Right.
They used to live on the planet.
Yeah. From what I understand, that they are the only ones who actually know the true location of the lion, right?
Well, no, I believe the tippy top of the inner circle
The
know
tippy top. I
that
love it.
he's in the rock somewhere, so they
Yeah.
know that he's in the earth. But they're actually the ones in the lore taking care of him.
Now, I want to say real quick, I'm just going to put you on blast for a second. You got a lot of good-looking models here. There's a few, though, correct, that are literally the original Space Hulk Terminator, correct?
Yeah, they're not. I don't know if they're
You can't tell
in that
because
section there.
I actually know which ones they are because I've owned them. And it's hard to tell, but there are some Space Hulk Terminators in here.
base too.
Yeah, but nonetheless, if you guys are actually looking to build an army, it doesn't have to be the newest, model out to qualify as a Terminator. I mean, like I said, there's Space Hulk Termies in here. Let's see, I think that guy's one right there. But that guy right there.
Nope. This one here.
Is it?
Yeah, because if you can tell, because the base, the way
Oh, yeah,
they got
yeah.
it from the guy.
Yep.
Same thing with this one here. The way the
But
base
see now
was.
that's my point. Looking at them in general, you cannot tell which ones are old, and the new ones have the plates over the thigh.
I mean, if you really
But
take
yeah.
a look at them,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
tell that the Space Hulk ones are smaller.
Right.
And shorter.
But in this unit,
Gaggle.
you can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so now next to that we have knights, correct?
Knights. Yeah, that's 10 knights. I decided to just do one big squad of.
These guys are cool, and they're dangerous on the field. I've played against them; they're pretty rough.
Yeah, when I did the points, the squad itself is 500 points.
I don't doubt it. Especially this motherfucker right here. He brings the pain. But anybody with a flail brings the pain. And then we have another unit of Terminators.
Yeah.
This is a huge
So,
unit.
I mean, this is a mixture. This the standard Terminators with Thunderhammers. You have one 5-man squad of Thunderhammer Storms. You have one 5-man squad with dual Lightning Claws.
Gotcha.
Just to have more. And then the heavy weapons is a mixture of mostly assault cannons. And I have a couple plasma cannons, heavy flamer and a cyclone missile launcher. So I mean, they're mixed all about.
You know, it's funny because in the Chaos guys, they don't get plasmas. You know what I mean? Like they don't get heavy plasmas.
Lucky them.
Yeah, no shit. And then there's a cyclone missile launcher guy, which I like those guys. Very, very cool. All right. And then we have another elite unit of veterans.
Yes. I mean, they're just veterans. So the guys with the rope. So it's a mixed match. You can have bolters. A lot of guys do 2 close combat weapons.
Right.
But I mean, it's when the new rules came out, I was like, all right, well, I'll just have to make squads of bolters and mixture. So there's a mixture of power mauls, power fists, power swords, chain fists, plasma pistols.
Right.
Some special weapons. Yeah, this like running out of stuff. This guy is not legal to field, with a storm shield and a plasma gun.
Yeah.
But it's like I wouldn't field him with the storm shield. He just like, all right, I just needed an arm.
Right, gotcha.
Random arms.
Well, yeah, because I noticed some of the veterans have like shields and swords or shields and bolt pistols, and it's like, is that fieldable? And I guess now certain ones are, yeah.
Certain, yeah, because I think you can feel like a storm shield and a bolt pistol or a plasma pistol.
Okay.
Or it's got to be like I don't know exactly, but I think it
right.
has to be a one-handed weapon.
So we go to these guys here?
No. We jump to the Reaver squad.
Where are they guys?
All right, so these are not Reavers.
Nope,
those are intercessors with Reaver heads. These right here.
These are the Reavers.
Yeah, these are the Reavers.
Wait. Okay, I see.
So yeah, you got the regular, the standard guys with the grav chutes right here.
Yeah.
And then you just next to it, I did the combat knives with the little grappling hooks.
Okay. Yeah, I actually like the addition of Reavers. They bring a new element to the game. I kind of like it. And I'm pretty sure other armies are going to start getting that same ability that these guys get. Because they do that eventually. They start sharing those special abilities because people start complaining, well, why do those guys get it and I don't, kind of shit. But the Reavers are pretty cool. And you just recently got these too, so they fucking look good. Any other, oh yeah, we got a whole squad of elites back there. All right. These dreadnoughts.
Yep.
The ever faithful dreadnoughts. Always in the mix.
These front row of dreadnoughts, they're just the easy build from way back in the day when they first came out with that.
Blackreach?
Yeah, so it's the 2 halves.
Yeah, Assault on Blackreach. Yeah, I remember these guys.
Yeah.
But you changed some of the guns too, though, right?
Yeah, because they came with a multi-melta.
Yeah.
So I had guns from Forge World, so these are actually Forge World arms.
Nice.
So I was able to
legit Forge World.
Yeah, legit.
There you go.
So the Salt Cannon, the Plasma. Actually, all of these.
Las Cannon, Plasma, and yeah, okay. And then behind them we've got.
This is the standard Forge World Venerable Dread.
Venerable Dread. This is not the Dark Angels Venerable Dread, right? This is standard Venerable Dread. Okay.
One.
I remember when you got this guy.
I believe both the arms. On this guy here, I can change out because I could do. I think they 2 missile pods, missile launchers at one time.
Magnetic.
I
thought that's
pinned.
that's. Oh, they're pinned.
Before we were magnets were big things. You just drilled holes into there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then you put pins.
Yep.
There
I remember
to kind
that.
of stabilize it.
Oh, pinning. One of my favorite fucking parts of the hobby.
Yeah. Well, resin's ain't bad.
JK, just kidding. Not really. You fucking hate pinning. And then the next one is just a standard.
Standard, and then this one here is the Dark Angel.
That's the Dark Angel Venerable
I'll
Dread.
pull him up because he's.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at this guy. He's worth a look. Very, very cool. Now, I was not mistaken. Your Dark Angels, back in the day, the Dark Angel Dreadnought could actually, the Forge World one, could use the same weapon on each arm, right?
Yeah,
like 2 autocannons.
Everyone could do it. It's mortise pattern, basically.
Mortise pattern, yeah.
It's any 2 of the same weapon. So if you wanted two dual las cannons, or I think it's like 2 old twin heavy bolters, that's considered a mortise pattern. So you could do 2 plasma cannons.
Now,
That's the base he came with.
I was just going to say, I think I asked you this before, if that's his base.
Yeah, that's his base, yeah. Okay. I think the feet were actually molded into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Because he's stepping up, and I'm like, is that supposed to be that way? Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, those are your elites, yeah?
And then the Contemptor.
Contemptor
Dreadnoughts. The Primaris Dreadnoughts. So.
Let's see here. Okay.
So they're both magnetized.
And these are both full kits?
Yes.
Yes. One is a recast.
Don't ask me which one.
Okay. The Tale of 2 Dreadnoughts. Okay. But there you go.
Before anybody gets mad, a lot of times I don't pay for full retail for kits.
Right.
Because one of them was out of box.
There you go.
So
Well, you
I
buy
would-
them. Yeah, you have no. We've talked about this. You've no qualms about buying something used if it gives you
Yeah.
the model that's in good condition, and you can. Honestly, guys, if you're buying models at full price, that's something wrong with you. You can get these guys at half price, even if you're
Not
looking.
even half price, but at least 30% off.
Yeah,
on-
something
online.
percent off, you know. And the recast was a last minute thing. It wasn't even because he bought the original one first, then he
Yeah.
bought the recast, you know, just to fill in the space. But there you go. You've got your Redemptor Dreadnoughts there.
Like I said, they're both
Magnetized.
magnetized in the arms. Even though I don't like the Onslaught Gatling cannon.
I hate that fucking gun now.
'Cause-
I love the look of it, but I hate the fucking gun in the game. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Little underpowered.
Very underpowered. All right, now we go to the troops. All right, we'll take a look. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at his troop units, or troop choice units. Rob, what do we got here?
Just regular 5-man squads because it's designed to go with the Razorbacks.
So every guy back is a 5-man squad.
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, cool.
So each has a sergeant, either the regular chainsword, power,
The guys in the front with the
pistols.
robes or something.
yeah, power
okay.
weapon, power maul. Yeah, there's none, and each one has a special weapon. So it's mostly plasma guns, some Melta, some flamers, and also I had to convert some.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop this guy up real quick to show you the conversion. This guy has a plasma rifle from Imperial Guard.
Okay.
Elysium.
Okay.
'Cause
The Elysium shock troops.
Yeah,
right?
I realized I was 3 short, and it's like, oh, I need some specials.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I have these left over that I'm not going to use, so I threw them on there.
Okay.
So, they look like a fish in the guy's hands, but hey,
It's a plasma gun. Yeah, that's all you need is Wiswig. You know, counts as.
And I think one sergeant is actually a Blood Angel. Somebody gave me it, and I was like, all right, I can use this in my army. I'll just paint them up like my army, and there you go, boom, done. So,
Wow.
and then at the end here,
Yeah, go ahead.
you have 2 10-man squad, both with heavy weapon, but only one has a special weapon. Because I'm like, all right, I'm not going to butcher a painted miniature to put a special weapon.
That's Agent Smith.
That's
right?
Agent Smith.
Yep. First Space Marine, guys.
First one I ever painted.
Yep.
And Agent Smith has his own transport, the Lonely Rhino.
The one, one rhino in this whole flock of tanks. All right. I love it.
And then
These guys. Oh, those are Devastators.
there's the Devastators, yeah. And then next to it, you have 3 scout squads.
Yeah.
2 regular. One I got off an auction. One I painted, which is a plastic
They
set.
came in like Ultramarine colors, right? The original auction
Yeah,
ones?
the original auction ones are these here.
Okay.
And then the snipers
I see them.
that I painted the cloaks like a camouflage.
Nice.
So
Okay. Very
a
good.
little extra effort in.
Yeah.
And then the squad in front there comes with the Landspeeder Storm.
And that's the one that you got magnetized,
Yeah.
so you can
So-
stick some guys on there?
Yes, he's got a magnet on the bottom of the base.
Yep.
And then just to go.
What?
And then I don't remember which one.
There, that guy there.
Boom.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Not necessary, but fucking cool.
All it is a magnet on the bottom. I took
Yeah.
a piece of Altoids tin and cut it.
You know, I
with
just started
rectangles
doing
in.
that. I just started doing that with my Contemptor Dreadnought. I did the Altoids tin, and I was like, this is fucking magic. Like, it works so much better than 2 magnets. I mean,
it's easier.
It's
when
not as
working with it.
strong,
Yeah, it's not
but
strong.
it's easier to work with space-wise.
So, move that out of the
Okay.
way. And then you have 2 10-man intercessor squad.
Right.
Both of them have 2 grenade launchers in them.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, I see the grenade launcher. That's a cool weapon, too.
actually, I did a 5-man striker rifle,
Okay.
which is this one here.
These guys here?
Yeah, these guys got the longer range rifle.
Are they considered heavy weapons?
Yeah, they're
even?
considered heavy.
Yeah,
And then the guys next to them have the assault version.
right.
So.
Okay. And there's readers. All right. We got no more troops.
That's it on the troops.
All right. We'll get back and we'll go to the fast attack. All right, here we are with the fast attack units. These are primarily land speeders, right? But you have different variants of each one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What's this big one in the middle here? This Gigantor.
big one in the middle. putting on the spot. Let's say it's like the what is it?
It's definitely Dark Angels, right? Like
Spear Vengeance.
that's a Dark Angels thing, though, right? Like
Yes.
it's only for them.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the Gatling cannon. Is it actually a badass Gatling gun or not like some?
It's the assault cannon.
Oh, it's a assault cannon. Okay.
So it's better than the Onslaught Gatling cannon.
And then the one next to it is the special character.
Yeah, it's just, it's a special character, or I forgot what it's called. I think it is like an HQ choice, I think.
Right.
Ravenwing Talonmaster. That's what
Talon.
it's called.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that is an HQ choice, but you can either do them as a Talonmaster or Samuel on
Landspeeder.
Landspeeder. Okay. And then you got a mixture of regular Landspeeders, some with assault cannons, the missile pods,
Yeah.
or also multi-melta. One or two of them got a multi-melta in there. Maybe three,
I just picked up a couple with the missile pods. I think they're cool.
I think one of them's the metal one. Yeah, that's the metal missile pod, and that's the plastic missile pod.
Can't tell the difference visually, but no, that's cool though. Actually, a little bit, but
I
yeah,
think
it's
the
not.
metal one's a little more anorexic looking.
Yeah, look, those pods look a little skinnier, but that's still very cool. All right, what else do we have fast attack wise?
Fast attack wise would just be the assault squad.
That's these guys.
Yeah.
Where am I going? Right here.
Right there.
These bad boys. You can't have an Space Marine army without guys with jump packs. It just goes hand in hand. And I like them. I actually went and bought some for my Space Wolf army just because you had some, and I also bought some for the Chaos army because you had some, and I was like, you know what? I like guys with jump packs. Why don't I have any? Why does Rob have some and I don't have some? All right. Anything special?
One power weapon or power sword, and there's a couple of plasma and whatever else warrior they.
So basic.
They're
armor.
basic, just to get them out there.
Yeah. It's easier too, because then when you're doing points and shit, and when you're doing weapon values for combat, it's real simple. That's what I like to do. I like to arm guys in squads the
When
same.
I was doing the points for these guys, I literally would have to count the number of guys, like with the veteran squad.
Right.
And then how many plasma pistols do I have?
Right.
How many,
And separate
'cause I even
dice
have,
and
like,
shit.
Power malls. They're the same price. But, at
Different
11
stats.
o'clock at night, you forget. Like,
Yep.
all right, how many are they the same points or they're not the same point? I don't
Yep.
remember.
Okay. So that's all for fast attack, yeah? All right, and then we go to heavy support next. All right. All right, here we are with the heavy support choices for Rob's Dark Angel army, and these are Primaris Hellblasters, correct?
Yes.
But they're different. You don't have
Okay, yeah, so this one here, now that I think about it, these are standard Hellblasters.
Okay, this row here.
Correct. Yes, just a standard 5-man Hellblaster squad.
Okay. Now, are these the full kit, or is this the Dark Imperium Hellblasters?
This is a full kit.
Okay. All these are full kits, correct?
Yeah, all
You got-
those are
okay.
full kits.
All right, and then the second unit?
Second unit is a full kit of Hellblaster Heavy, because I remember that little scope on there is actually supposed to go on the assault version, but I was
Right.
like, it's a heavy. Who cares? It's got a backpack on it.
Yeah, and you can tell by the backpack.
Yeah, and the line.
Those lines. And then the next unit is the assault
No, those are all 10-man heavy.
10-man heavy. Okay. Oh yeah, I see the tubing. Derp. All right, and then next to them we have Devastators,
Yeah,
correct?
3 Devastator squad. 5.
3?
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you kitted them out to go against specific armies, correct?
That
kind
doesn't
of.
really matter. I mean, I just...
You can mix and match them all
Mix and
anyway because they're
match
all
because
Dark Angels.
You got 3 plasmas, so you can move a heavy bolter over. And,
Right.
You got...
Is there a limit on how many, like, for Devastators, is there a limit on how many plasmas you can take in one unit?
No.
Okay.
You can only have 4, because I think like Space Wolves can have 5 or something like that.
No,
or
it's 4. It's 4. Same thing. Same thing with the Chaos. Because I was wondering, so the Chaos, you can have 4 of the same weapon. And I was just wondering if everybody else had that too.
I believe so.
All right, and then we'll go over here to these Razorbacks, which there are a fuck ton of.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 4 with last cannons. One's was that Forge World last cannon kit.
Okay. Legit?
Legit.
Okay.
Then 3 with assault cannons. This one here I had a home build because they came up with the rules for it, but not the
Model.
model yet.
Okay.
Or they weren't selling them separately.
Right.
Because I think it did come on like the Crusader, but you could only get it through the Crusader. And that was
and
when
it's
GW didn't sell parts.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
and those are Kremlov, I want to say.
Cromlech.
Kremlech.
Gotcha. These ones here, these
Yeah.
two guys.
So.
Okay. And then your heavy bolters.
Yeah, and the rest are heavy bolters.
And then we got something over here real quick. I don't want to miss that. Those are heavy flamers, correct?
Yeah, they're heavy flamers because at one time you could have heavy flamers. At least in my army, you cannot have heavy flamers anymore.
Okay. Can the regular Space Marines have them?
I think so.
Then you can have
I
them.
think mine they got nerfed. So.
You can have them in there if they're in the regular.
No, they're not in my codex.
No, but you can still take from the Space Marine Codex. You just take it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to another codex for one thing.
We have it already. And how many in total?
12.
Goddamn, dude. All right. Now we've got our Predators, correct? Or no, this bad boy right here. What's this bitch?
That's the anti-aircraft. That's the Hunter, I want to say.
It's the missile, right?
The missile, yeah.
All right. You can tell by the little crabby feet on the sides. You know, that's the brace, the weapon. I think that should have been put on a Vindicator.
Yeah.
To me, like that's one of those things where it's like, why? Now we've got Preds, right? How many Preds?
6.
Okay.
3 with las, 3 with autocannons.
And these are Forge World, or some are Forge
With
World?
this one here on the end, I'll pull up so you can see it. There's the sponge.
Yeah, I see the armor plating.
Well, this is the sponge too.
Oh yeah.
It's this sponge.
It's a different.
The turret. And the other spawns are different.
Okay.
So I believe you could buy it as a model or as a kit.
Now that's legit Forge World, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll jump over to the other side here. These are the autocannon Preds, right?
Yep.
All G-Dub?
Yeah.
No Forge World?
Nope.
Okay.
This one's actually glued. And that's how it came. Everything was glued down on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got that used?
Yeah, I got that one from that auction.
Gotcha. And this thing on the end, the Stalker, that's the anti-aircraft. Again, I don't, just those feet thingies, just doesn't look like it should be on this tank. It should be on the fucking Vindicator. But that's just me. All right, let's go to the other side and we'll take a look at the other biggies. We got how many Land Raiders?
5.
All right. Standard?
That one would be standard, yes.
Okay, we've got a Crusader. If you don't know what a Crusader is, you're missing out. And then this one?
Prometheus.
And that is a Forge World kit, correct? The upgrade kit?
Yeah, upgrade kit.
It's the command tank.
Yeah, command tank. Instead of like Hurricane bolters, it's heavy bolters, quad heavy bolters.
Okay.
And then this is like a command
module.
Yeah.
Okay.
That replaced the regular.
Does it have more troop capacity or no?
No.
No? Okay. So still 10 guys or 10 Terminators?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have, let's go over to the other side real quick and take a look at the last.
5 Terminators.
5?
10 dudes.
Oh, is it really 5?
Yeah, it's one regular Space Marine. No, one Terminator equals 2 dudes.
And this is a
Helios.
Helios. That's a Forge World kit, correct?
Yes. Okay. Well, the only thing is Forge World on is
the piece up top.
The piece up top and the targeter right there.
Targeter.
So you do lose a little bit, but I mean it's
not much. But you
artillery piece on top of
it. Yeah, you're getting missiles and stuff. So, and those are both Forge World, right?
Yeah.
Legit. Okay. And that's a Forge World door, correct? Isn't that?
Yeah, some of them had Forge World doors. Some of them had this
whatever
random when I started collecting the Dark Angels, that's when they started actually putting out little iconography for the army specifically. So
yep, I remember that.
Going around a bit.
All right, next to them we have a batch of Whirlwinds, correct?
Yes.
There are 3 Whirlwinds. Are they all GW plastics?
Yes, all GW plastics.
Okay.
I think I bought those when they started doing the...
This was a box set, I remember.
Yeah, the
you
box
bought
set of 3.
Apocalypse box set.
Yeah, that's when they first started doing the Apocalypse box sets, because that's how I got the 3 Vindicators.
Yep, I remember that. I should have got that fucking set. But I've gone through so many armies, it wouldn't have lasted anyway, okay? And then here are the 3 Vindicators. And they're all standard GW Vindicators, correct?
Yeah.
I like that dozer blade. Yeah, see, they should have had the feet. I don't know why.
Or something.
Yeah, like it just looks like it needs something because of that big artillery cannon. Okay. All right, and we're going to take a look at the flyers. There's 2 of them. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to take a look at the flyers that Cabbie has here so far, and we are looking at a Space Marine Zephon fighter.
Yes.
Really like what you did with the bases there.
Yeah, that's actually a Renegade transfers sheet.
Yeah, works really well because my Crimson Slaughters are red, and that works out pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, most of the Chaos stuff, it used to be red with like a little pinkish highlight. Then I just like, all right, I'm just going to do a little orange.
No, it works out. It looks really good. The fighter looks good. Now this is a recast, right? This is recasted model. You had a lot of problems with this one, yeah?
No.
Putting it together? Didn't you have problems with the cone,
Nope.
the nose cone? No?
Nope. Because it was just chunks of resin. Solid
Right.
chunks of resin that went together.
Okay. And I thought you had to fill a bunch of gaps and stuff with this one.
I mean, it had some gaps here and
Yeah.
there, but putting it together itself, it was just
Yeah,
Kind of.
1, 2, 3. Yeah,
like the old, like if anybody remembers the old Mercurius tanks.
yeah, it's just
It's
like,
just plop, plop, done. Like,
right, a
few
couple
parts.
pieces and you're
Yeah.
good to go. Most of the original Forge World kits were like that too. It was like real quick, real simple, glue it together, you can't get it wrong. Then you went and glued the wings backwards, which I personally, I like it. I think it's cool. I'm going to get one and I'm going to do the wings forward just because I'm going to do a Zench thing. But yeah, that it looks cool like that. And this is light? What does it classify as?
This class is a fighter.
Just a fighter?
Interceptor.
Interceptor. Aha. So it can shoot down other fighters.
Yeah, well, it does. It gets the bonus.
Right. It doesn't get the negative to shoot down other
It,
fighters.
it doesn't get the negative.
Right. Okay, now we're going to go to this big-ass bad boy,
This one I added.
Fire Raptor. This one was, yeah, because I had the same issues with the Storm Eagle. It was the same shit. It was all kinds of warping. And I don't know if it was the Chinese recast or it was just because the way the Forge World model was. I've heard that people said that the Forge World model had problems.
I mean, I can see it because if you look right here by the bubble, this was all one piece from about here all the way back, and
Yeah, the
then you had
fuselage.
this tiny little bridge.
Yep.
So it warping, I could totally see it.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people were saying that that spot specifically right there and underneath where it would actually just crack. It just break when in handling because
Well, yeah, I
it was
remember
so
just
thin.
having to glue it, like little pieces by pieces, let it set, and then kind of bend it and then glue it.
Yeah.
That was a pain in the butt to do. But then I didn't get a windshield, so I had to make my own windshield. So
Did you?
yeah, I
Okay.
just made it out of. I don't do cockpits, so I just made it out of plastic art.
Yeah, you could tell it's just a basic windshield. Okay. Because, yeah, the other one came with frames for, like, the outside of it. Like, there'd be, like, a little metal frame here.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I know. Because
Well, also, I
the one
think-
that came with mine was, like, so
I
warped.
think it came up a little bit too. Where
Yeah.
This was like, all right. I just
Yeah, it
need
had a
something
little,
to fit.
little angle
raise
to it,
and
yeah.
everything.
Are you going to put stickers on here or anything? Like, decals on the panels or no? Is this it? This is done?
It's got decals on it.
No, like, right here. These guys.
No, I'm not gonna do anything.
No?
on that.
Okay. It's not numbered either, right?
Because there's only one of them.
But still. It could
I
have...
gave you the rest of my decals, so that ain't gonna happen.
All right. Well, I can give them back. It's not like they're mine
I
forever.
don't need to number it. No.
Okay.
If I number any airplanes, it's probably gonna be the Thunderbolts I have.
Gotcha. All right. Any advice for somebody buying one of these?
Don't be a novice.
Don't be a novice. I mean, legit, for real.
Know what you're doing when you're building it.
All right. Well, you heard it. Don't be a rookie thinking you can jump into the stables with that thing because you're gonna get your ass kicked.
You're either not gonna put it together right, or you're gonna break a lot of parts.
Yeah.
or-
And, I could see someone getting really frustrated and just not messing with it, and that be a waste of model.
I mean, if you want to get it when you're novice, and go, all right, I'm gonna build up to it.
Yeah.
That's fine, but if you don't know somebody that doesn't that knows more than you, just give it some time.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. And we got one more piece to look at, and that would be the Fortress of Redemption. All right. Last piece, but definitely not least. The Fortress of Redemption. All right, Rob. You can talk me through this shit.
There's not much to say that I already said in the other video. I mean, it's complex or as simple as you want to be. It comes with I think I got 4 heavy bolters, but you can only really have 3, I think is what it is. Icarus las cannon, so that's basically anti-air las cannon.
Okay.
And then some kind of rocket pod, I'm not too sure what it is. So it's a fairly simple model to put together.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of walls with a floor. Even the tower, just a bunch of walls with a floor.
Right.
So,
I do like the way you painted the grading on the floor, though. It's very cool. Very worn looking, Could use another wash of ink, but that's just me. I wash everything too much.
yes, you do.
But when it's done, it looks dope. And you said you don't know what these missiles do, right?
You know what?
You can look it up. And then we
If I
have
knew where
the
my phone
piece
went,
de
but-
resistance,
I
or the final, which are the statue-esque panels with the empty faceless guy in there. And again, we were talking about this before. This is definitely, it was a Dark Angels release initially, but then it just became a generic Space Marine thing. There's Agent Smith keeping business together up there. He's actually standing on a little hatch there, you can see. Panels are the same all the way around, right?
Yeah, I think there's like, depending, it's a couple different panels on the octagon. I think it's 3 different panels twice.
But I meant this big guy, the big
Oh yeah,
statue.
those are exactly identical.
Okay. It's a very, this is actually a really cool piece. It's very simple, but it's a nice centerpiece to have.
It's a Redemption missile sight. So it's got the Fragstorm missile, which is 2d6 heavy.
Wow.
Strength 4, damage 1, and then you got the Crackstorm, which is
Crackstorm.
heavy d6. Yeah, it's with.
Oh my
Never
God.
let GW to.
Geared to take out the black man.
Yeah.
The Crackstorm missile launcher.
Strength 8, negative 3, d3 wounds, or
Okay.
whatever damage.
That's a lot. All right. Okay. Any final thoughts on this thing?
It's simple. It was easy. I mean,
Painting wise, what do you think? I mean, it's a lot of paint.
Yeah, don't be heavy
Okay.
because it's a lot of the flat surfaces.
Right.
And like I said in the other video, probably want to just base coat it, spray, and whatever.
Yeah, I think that
Whatever color.
this would probably lend itself to as much spray as possible.
Yeah, because I've actually seen it just one color, a highlight, a mid-tone, and a highlight, and that's fine. That's all you really need if you do it right. Like if you do it in browns, it looked really good that way. You could tell it's like, all right, man, that was an easy way to get it out there. But if you just want to get it out there and get it painted,
Right.
do the basics.
Sure. I mean, it's with anything actually. You just want to base your models, ink them, and then dry brush them one color. You're done.
Like I said, to do the whole thing, and then maybe a dry brush of metal where you see
Like paint coming off and stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is it. That is it for the. How many points?
432 with the heavy bolters.
No, I meant yeah. That's for that, but I meant the whole army.
Oh, 17,670, and I want to say 1,094 power points.
Power points. Wow. All right. All right. We'll be back in 1 second, guys. All right. So, in conclusion of this giant army, what is it? What was the points again, Rob?
17,670.
Okay. So you're shy of 20K, correct?
Yes.
You're shy. If you add your Imperial forces, right, like the Knights, the Titans, the Flyers, and all that stuff, you're close to, that would be close to 30K, you think? Close?
Yeah, it's got to be real close to 30K.
Okay, so now let me ask you a question. As far as the Dark Angels go, as far as this Space Marine army goes by itself, not including the Imperial reinforcements, are you in any way thinking of going to 20,000 points?
I'm thinking of collecting more, whether I make 20,000 or over, because there are some of the Primaris stuff that's coming out that I really like.
Okay. Yeah, because you have none of the tanks for Primaris.
None of the tanks. I like the new Librarian that came out.
Right.
Maybe get a second lieutenant, because I know you can do pairs of those, and it seems like those are pretty good to do pairs. They came out with their sniper dudes or whatnot.
Yeah.
I really like those.
Okay.
And if I ever do start going to play, I'll probably use the Primaris guys, because I think I was saying in another video, the base size does make a big difference. And
Oh, the 32 mil
the
versus the
32 mil.
25? Yeah, it does. I know a lot of people don't want to admit that shit, but it does. It makes a big difference.
well, I mean, it's just, like I said, I'm able to afford it, I'm able to do it. I'm like, all right, I'll just do the Primaris guys. It makes my life easier, so there's no arguments.
Right. Okay, so
Because, I mean, honestly, if we had, time, you could see, you probably get, let's say, about 6 or 7 normal Space Marines at the top of this tower, right?
Right.
And probably 4, maybe 5 Primaris dudes.
Yeah.
So even though
yeah.
Primaris guns are a little better, it's like, all right, but 6 or 7 versus 4 or 5.
Right.
I mean, the shot, that's
The amount of shots you're going to get versus saves to
Even
be
though I
made.
think
Yeah,
this
true.
is supposed to hold up to 30 guys in it. I don't know how, but it's what it
Well,
says.
I mean, if you think about what a Rhino holds 10, right? So yeah, 30 in this is easy to think of.
Yeah, but you're supposed
10,
to
10,
fit
and 10.
30.
Oh, 30 models.
30 models, yeah.
Yeah, sure, in 25 mil bases.
Yeah.
That's saying you're going to hold 30 and 32 mil bases. Not even in 40. You're going to be like 10 guys, maybe. Okay. And okay, so let me ask you real quick, because we're gonna do another showcase down the line of your Imperial force, just your Imperials, and you're also gonna do one for your Knights. and you've got the Titans coming too. Are you planning on doing Apocalypse for those as well, for the Imperial Force as well?
I think it's
because
just ending up being that way because of what
what you have,
gathered.
right?
I don't know, because it's like
I want to show it, but I can't. I'm gonna do a little teaser real quick. Look at that. A little teaser real quick, guys.
A squad
That's
of
it.
Astra Militarum guys, like 3 power points, right?
Right.
And you're looking at a squad of 10 Space Marines is 10 power points or whatnot, or 8, or I can't remember off the top of my head. So, I mean, maybe the tanks, it might put it into Apocalypse, but I have no clue.
There's other tanks you can get to add to
Yeah.
your Space Marine army to just boost those numbers too, like a Mastodon or, that Primaris Space Marine tank from Forge World, that big one. I can't remember what it's called. But there's other, the 30K models too. There's 30K tanks you can add, like you haven't even touched the surface of. So, okay, so the Imperials and the Space Marines are going to be Apocalypse size. None of the other ones, right? Because I think you have Dark Eldar and Tau, and those are going to stay where they are.
I think Tau might actually
Think so?
Like, it'll tip the point. Because I think they said like 300 power points
is Apocalypse,
over is Apocalypse.
Right, but
So-
see, this is the thing. It's okay, so
but
it's
not those massive
Right.
Apocalypse games. It'd just be like
right. It is the very
smaller end of it.
big, small. Okay, because here's the thing, and I want to stress this to people who are listening, if they're still listening. When you're playing Apocalypse, yeah, you could get there with 3,000 points, and you could have, your original 40K army, your troops, and whatever. But to be fair and be honest, when you're playing an Apocalypse game and you're playing against stuff like that, you're hard pressed to win a game like that.
Yeah.
With a standard organization, Space Marine Force, or standard organization, Tau Force, you're not gonna get it. So you're gonna need to get some Forge World big kits to actually increase your chances of survivability and staying in the game, because otherwise you're gonna get your ass kicked. Especially like even this thing is pretty potent. It does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And flyers and
Well,
even
not
troops.
even a lot of damage. I mean, it just the
and to take it out, it's a lot too.
yeah. I
so
mean, it's got like 70 wounds. You're talking
Jeez.
about. No, I'm sorry, wrong. That's the Warlord.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
Wrong thing.
I'm about to say, hold
It's
up.
got 30 wounds and it's
30
toughness
wounds
is
is
10. So.
yeah, 30 wounds is pretty good. Toughness 10. Yeah, I mean you could pound on it all, with las cannons and whatever, but it's gonna take you a lot of resources to do that. So again, if you're gonna play Apocalypse and you're committing to that kind of game, you definitely need to beef up your Apocalypse force. You can't just run out there with regular shit and think that it's gonna run the game. But all right, anything else you want to add, Cabbie? Any final thoughts
No, that's
before
it.
we get out of here and Agent Smith takes a break?
Yeah.
Because he's been handling business. All right, guys. All right. Well, as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. You know the deal. If you can donate to the channel, that'd be awesome. We'll leave my email in the description below. Any support is appreciated. So thank you guys. And hopefully we can get another video out soon with Cabby's big-ass armies. All right, guys.